welcome back to my channel. I've got my little buddy here, Carl. We need a Carl video. Another Carl video. Okay. I'm going to talk to you guys today, if you haven't already guessed it, about the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party. So we went for the first time this year. We had done the Christmas party last year, and I really just vlogged that one, and I felt like I needed to share more of my thoughts, opinions, tips, and hacks, and all of the things that I really felt like we did right at this party, and I will say, we crushed it. We went right up until the end, so disclaimer, if you have little ones, I'll give you some options for that, and also I want you guys to know that I'm talking specifically about the Disney World party. Now, will these tips still apply to Disneyland? Of course, I know that they have their own Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party, but I'm gonna go through my top 10, I guess you call them tips, hacks, you know, how we did it the best way possible, and give you a little bit of insight on whether you think it's right for you. So if that's something you guys wanna see, then just keep watching. All right, so I've got my notes here. We went to the Halloween party at the beginning of September, and first thing that I will tell you, my number one tip is when you walk into the park, grab one of the guide maps. It's not a regular guide map like you would get on any other day at Magic Kingdom. It's a specific Halloween party guide map. You can get it from any person on Main Street. They usually just have them like in their pockets, but they're also in the tunnel whenever you're entering. And on that, there is all of the times for the main events of the evening, I guess you would say. So you can go as early as you'd want. And what we did is we went pretty early, we had dinner, and right away we grabbed a guide map and we figured out when we were gonna hit what. So there is the Boo to You parade, there is the Not So Spooky Spectacular, which is the new Hollow Wishes. And that only shows at one time, and then there is the Hocus Pocus show, or the Hocus Pocus Villain Spectacular is what they call it. So the Hocus Pocus show is shown 3 times at 8:30 p.m., 10:45, and 12 a.m. So that's right whenever the park closes. And the Mickey's Boo to You parade shows twice at 9:15 or 11:15. And then, like I said, the fireworks, which is the Disney Not So Spooky Spectacular, is at 10:15. So that was the first thing we looked at. We're like, when do we want to do it? So that takes me to my next tip. Only go to the second showing of the parade and to the second or final showing of Hocus Pocus. Hocus Pocus shows at 8:30. Go to the 10:45 one. If you have littles, go to the 10:45 one and then leave. What we did is we watched the midnight one and then we left. So that was the last thing that we did. And I have to say, I was so happy that we stayed for the Hocus Pocus show, because at first I was like, well, does it really matter? Yes, it was to me, the highlight of the entire party was the Hocus Pocus show. I thought it was so amazing. And if you watch the one at midnight, you can get so close to the stage and you can actually see everything. I literally had goosebumps. I kind of teared up. It was incredible. If you like the movie, I've never seen anything like it in my life, and I thought it was so magical and so well done. For the Mickey's Boo to You, we watched the 11:15 one, so there's one at 9:15. If you want to get a great spot, and if you see in this video, you'll see where I filmed. I always film on the corner, right at the front of Main Street, so pick a corner. It's a nice spot, you can sit down. We just went right at 11 and we grabbed a seat for 11:15, so it was perfect. But just note, if you're all the way on Main Street, they start the parade in Frontierland, so it'll take a while to get to, but the Headless Horseman is really cool and that's what kicks it all off. Then the fireworks will be at 10:15. So we did fireworks first and we just watched it on the side of the castle. I will say, tip for the fireworks, this version of it, because it's very like Jack Skellington and themed with the stage and the front of the castle, you might want to watch it at the front of the castle. I feel like for Hollow Wishes it didn't really matter, and I feel like for the Christmas one it didn't really matter. This one, there's a lot that happens in the front of the stage, so I would say to watch at the front. Will also say, unpopular opinion, Hollow Wishes was way better. I had to say it. I just had to say it. It's still good, but Hollow Wishes was better. If you guys agree with me, if you've seen the new one, please let me know your thoughts, because I'm so curious to know if anybody agrees with me. So we watched the fireworks at 10:15, and then we went to the parade at 11:15, and then we watched the Hocus Pocus show at midnight. Now, in between all of this and before all of this, then what do you do, right? So that will take me to my third tip. Get there early. You can literally go at the beginning of the day if you'd like to. You can experience everything throughout the day. Just know that the park might be a little bit busier that day, because some people do tend to go in the morning and they'll stay all the way till midnight knowing that they have a ticket for the party. But here's what we did. This is my fourth tip. We got there for dinner. So we went at around 5. We had dinner reservations, I think, at 536 at the Thanksgiving restaurant, which was so perfect for like fall and themed and all of that. So that was at the Liberty Tree Tavern. We made reservations. Make reservations for sure. You can do it through the app. And it was amazing. It was the perfect way to kick off the night. And I will tell you, for the adults, it's a great way to get in a little adult beverage before you kick off the night. So Andre was able to have a beer. I had a glass of wine, and you can only get alcohol in Magic Kingdom if you're eating dinner at a restaurant. The other restaurant I would suggest is Skipper's Canteen, is really good as well. That one's more like a little bit of a Asian fusion style restaurant, and then the Thanksgiving one is phenomenal. And no one will ever convince me otherwise. I think that the food is fantastic. I've never had a bad experience. The dessert was so good, like the ooey gooey toffee cake. So amazing. Amazing experience. So once we were done that, we circled back to the front of the park, and then we started our experience. All right, now my fifth tip is to ride the Halloween themed ride. So on the guide map, you will see Halloween Twist. So you'll see a little bat next to it, and it'll say in orange Halloween Twist. So Pirates of the Caribbean was fantastic. There's a Halloween twist in this. Now, fast forward me a little bit if you don't want to hear all the spoilers, but they actually have like live actors where the animatronics usually are, and they're talking, and they're basically like stand-up comedians. It's hilarious and it's amazing. It's not scary at all. And there's a Halloween twist at the Mad Tea Party. That one's really just like lights that go off, and it's just a different music whenever the teapot starts spinning or the teacup starts spinning. Then there is a Halloween twist at the Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor. I personally don't love that ride or that attraction. It's not my favorite, and I always find it a little bit uncomfortable, so we didn't go on it. So I have no idea, but I'm guessing it's just like the monsters are like Halloween monsters, and it's probably not scary at all. And then Space Mountain, we were able to see it. We don't love, I sound so negative right now. We don't love Space Mountain. It's a bit too much for me. We don't like roller coasters that much, and our threshold is right at Space Mountain. Sometimes we go on it, sometimes we don't. We didn't go on it, but we were able to see it through the People Mover. It's sick. Like, it's really cool. There's like ghosts on the ceilings and stuff. It's so cool. And I think they do the same thing at Disneyland. And I know at Disneyland, just tying that in, the Haunted Mansion is completely done up. Not at Disney World though. Like, I don't want you to get disappointed if you go to Disney World. It's still the traditional one. Oh, they had stand-up comedians, like ghost decorated stand-up comedians outside of the Haunted Mansion Disney World. But at Disneyland, they do it completely redone for Nightmare Before Christmas. And it's my favorite. It is the coolest thing ever, but again, just at Disneyland. So all the rides have a little Halloween twist. It's pretty cool, and it's on the guide map, like I said. So make sure that you hit those rides, because it's really freaking cool, and it's the only time of year that you'll get to see it like that. Now, the other thing that's exclusive is there's merchandise. So if you go into one of the stores on Main Street, I believe it's the one right on the left, like when you're walking and it's on the left, either way you'll see it's one of the big stores. They have all the Disney merchandise out up front. If you're walking to the park early, they'll have it at the back, and it'll be quarantined off. Basically, you just have to show them your bracelet and they'll let you through. But I want to show you guys what I got. There's a ton of stuff. They had Alex and Annie bracelets, they had spirit jerseys, they had ornaments, they had, oh my gosh, they had so much stuff. I ran for this. Look how pretty. It's a little Hocus Pocus cup, and so it's like a little cauldron. And then on the back, there's the Sanderson sisters. So it says it's time for a little Hocus Pocus 2019. So it's always specific for the party, and you can only get it during the party, so it's pretty neat. Now, my seventh tip is, especially if you have little ones, this is one of the coolest perks of the party. You can actually go trick-or-treating. So whenever you get into the park, they make it really, really easy for you. They open up a separate section of the park that you wouldn't normally go to on an average day. So it's right when you enter, before you go down Main Street, there's a spot and you'll see it. When you go to the right, they take you down like the back, and it's so cool. They set you up with a little bag, and they give you some candies and all sort, like they have like a little gift bags filled with candies and filled with chocolate bars, and they're all sponsored by different candy companies. And for a kid, it's probably the coolest thing ever. So you can either get the little bag or the big bag, and I think you can actually buy a bag as well. So you can trick or treat till your heart's content, and there's all different stations, and they're all listed on that guide map as well. And for a price, you can get the specialty treats. So they have all sorts of treats around the park at different restaurants, and again, that's on the guide map as well, but those aren't free. The trick or treating is completely free, it's included in your ticket, but the specialty treats, which are only available during the parties, and there's some really cool ones. There's like a pumpkin spice milkshake with like all these candies sticking out of it. It's very cool, all the stuff that they offer, but those are for a price. My eighth tip, and probably my favorite tip of this, and this is the whole perk of going to the party for Andre and I, you get to ride all the rides. We didn't wait for anything. The only ride that had a little bit of a wait was the Mine Train ride, the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. We just waited till the end of the night to ride that, and we went on right before we watched Hocus Pocus at the end of the night. We didn't wait at all. unbelievable. Like, it's so cool to be able to just hop onto Dumbo and go on the Mad Tea Party and go on Thunder Mountain. Thunder Mountain is our favorite to ride during the parties because it's at night, and I truly believe in my heart of hearts that it goes faster at night. It does it. It's just so fun in the dark, and to be able to hop off the ride and to go back on, it's like you're a little kid and you just get to go on everything that you could ever want to, and all the rides are open. Some are more special than others because of the party, but it's such a cool experience to not have to wait in line. Like, to me, that's worth the price of the ticket. It's so much fun. So we usually thoroughly enjoyed that part, and that's why we just keep the shows and the fireworks till the end of the night, and we do all the rides at the beginning. Now, you might be thinking, okay, but how is it not that busy? We go during the week, so that would be my first tip. If you want to go to a less busy party, go during the week and go at the more beginning of the season. Obviously, closer to Halloween, it's gonna get busier and busier, but during the week and on a weekday, you should be totally fine. So we, I think, went on a Tuesday or a Thursday. You can check the schedule. It's all online on their website, and make sure that you get your ticket ahead of time for sure. And my 10th and final tip, because I thought that I had to dress up. You don't have to dress up. So what I did is I actually had this backpack. I got this in the parks and I love it. It's by Loungefly. You can get it ahead of time. I'll link it down below for you guys. But I totally thought I had to dress up, and I was so overwhelmed by that idea because I don't think that my husband really wanted to dress up, and I was gonna go as Vanellope von Schweetz, and I was like, well, do I have to dress him up as Wreck-It Ralph? Like, what do I do? So what I did is I just wore like a little black skirt, an orange crop top. I'll share all of my outfit details on a link down below, and I had really comfy shoes on. That's the other thing I was gonna say. So you don't have to dress up. You can dress up. There's tons of people that don't, or you can just wear orange and black if you want to, or you can not dress up at all. It really doesn't matter. And I had some little orange and black ears that were super comfy, so I'll link those as well. And the shoes, you guys always ask me about my shoes, so I just recently shared these on my Instagram stories, and I know it helped out a lot of you guys. So I usually wear these in Disney, and I just got them in black, so I figured it would be perfect for Halloween time, but I'm gonna bring them at Christmas as well. So these are the little pom-pom shoes that I always wear. I have them in beige, I have them in light purple, and I have them in dark purple as well, like a maroon color. But the black ones I thought were so freaking cute. So they're like Tinkerbell shoes, but they're comfortable. They're so comfortable. So I wear these in the parks. And listen, this is like a sturdy shoe. This is more sturdy than most of my other shoes, so I don't really care that they're slippers, it's fine. And these are on sale right now, so I will link this down below for you guys as well. They're by UGG, but like I said, on sale, amazing. So I figured I would share that with you guys. So just know you don't have to dress up, but you can still do some little cute details. And the other thing that I got that I wanted to mention was this popcorn bucket. You don't have to get it during the party. I don't think that it's a party exclusive, and it actually comes with like little straps, and you could use this as a purse. Amazing. So if you guys love the Disney outfits and the Disney tips and all the Disney videos, I love doing them. We just filmed a full Disney review of the food and wine show at Epcot. Andre and I had the best time doing that. We loved it. We love doing that for you guys. And if it's at all helpful, or you guys just enjoy watching them, make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up. If you guys have any thoughts or any questions or any of your own tips about the Halloween party, make sure to comment them down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, dudes.